saw them break into the American Top Team facility in Florida and take numerous championship belts.
If I were Moose and Stephan Bonnar, I wouldn't be smiling after what they did last week to these gentlemen.
They are the American Top Team. Dan Lambert leading Bobby Lashley into the impact zone, and you can bet after what happened last week, they are not happy with Moose and Stephan Bonnar. Rocking impact. Great reversal. Johnny Impact rolls up Garza Jr. and gets the 3. It could have gone either way. Garza Jr. in disbelief. Congratulations, Johnny Impact, going to the main event at Bound for Glory.
Talk about the least likely person to be pulling sneak attacks.
Christopher Adonis sends a message to the challenger at Bound for Glory.
Why doesn't he just challenge someone face to face? Why is he doing Eli Drake's dirty work? The answer to this Chris Adonis problem is Johnny Impact and Chris Adonis one-on-one.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Southern California, Chris Adonis.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Impact. It's JP, Jeremy Borash, along with Josh Matthews, and the arrival of Christopher Adonis.
Well, you saw what happened last week, and now Chris Adonis is going to step inside the ring with the #1 contender for the Global Championship, Johnny Impact. Impact looking for revenge. Chris Adonis looking to do damage. I can't wait for Bound for Glory in less than 3 weeks.
His opponent in this special grudge match from Los Angeles, California, Johnny Impact.
And into the main event of Bound for Glory, Johnny Impact stands as the #1 contender for Eli Drake's Global Championship tonight. He attempts to get revenge on the henchman of Eli Drake, Christopher Adonis, after what happened last week, and certainly this is a man on a mission. And after Eli Drake set this situation up, after he sent Christopher Adonis into the ring, Christopher Adonis now is going to have to answer to that face-to-face in the ring with Johnny Impact to kick off this week's edition of Impact.
You know, I like that Chris Adonis being called the henchman as Johnny Impact goes right after Adonis. It's like a video game. Impact's got to get through Adonis before he can get to the Global Champion.
Waste no time. Raining down those right elbows of Christopher Adonis. You can bet Johnny Impact had a week to think about this. Not only the celebration cut short, going to Bound for Glory in the main event, but Christopher Adonis just breaking that board right over the head of the #1 contender.
You know, a lot of people at home are saying, well, Josh, you're wrong. Johnny Impact, he's got Eli Drake at Bound for Glory on November the 5th. Not if Chris Adonis takes Impact out tonight.
We invite you to follow along with us tonight on social media, #ImpactOnPop, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram @Impact Wrestling. And Johnny Impact firing away with rights on Christopher Adonis. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, get ready. After what happened last week, it's been signed for our main event. Taya Valkyrie goes one-on-one with Rosemary tonight, right here. Big body drop by Christopher Adonis.
I can't wait to see what happens when Taya Valkyrie and Rosemary go one-on-one tonight. They have been on a collision course, and it all comes to a boiling point here on Impact.
Come on.
Also tonight, the American Top Team has arrived. We saw Moose and Stephan Bonnar show up with some hardware, going right into the American Top Team facility, taking those belts from the mantle, breaking the glass case, and leaving with some of Dan Lambert's prized hardware, his trophies, his championship titles. So many over the course of time have been won by the folks at American Top Team, and Moose and Stephan Bonnar took a real advantage there, an opportunity, and stole those belts right out of the American Top Team facility.
Yeah, it's going to be vigilante justice for American Top Team. Sure, they can call the cops and fill out some paperwork, but they want to handle things their own way.
What will happen tonight? Johnny Impact now going to work. No, Christopher Adonis, that power, that strength, just picks up Impact and drops him down. Cover by Adonis. 2.5, not enough to get Johnny Impact on his way to Bound for Glory.
You know, this is such an important match here, JB, because Chris Adonis can go back and tell Eli Drake everything he's learned about Johnny Impact here tonight.
Bound for Glory tickets are on sale now.
Go to tvplace.ca right now for your tickets for Bound for Glory and for the entire week of Impact tapings. And if you're worried about getting to Bound for Glory, don't worry, production tickets are going to be available as well.
Adonis now has Johnny Impact in the Adonis lock. Adonis lock on Johnny Impact. Has it cinched in.
This is perfect. Eli Drake, if he hits Johnny Impact with a gravy train after this, Impact will be out.
As Johnny Impact bitten off more than he can chew after taking that shot right across the head last week. Impact gathering the strength, going into the corner now. Look right over the top rope. What a way to break the move. Impact knew he couldn't power out of it. Had the presence of mind to jump over the top rope. Breaking the move. And Impact knew so many victims have fallen to the Adonis lock.
Well, it's ingenuity from Johnny Impact, and this is where he has thrived for his entire career. He's not as strong as most of his competitors.
Cover now, no.
But Impact finds ways to make himself better.
Another cover. Rapid fire attempts by Johnny Impact. Feels like he has the momentum. And at the same time, sending a message to Eli Drake. Kick right across the side of the head from Johnny Impact, and it floors Christopher Adonis.
Johnny Impact reminds me so much of myself.
What?
Oh, he's handsome, he's charming, he's athletic. Look at that.
Breaker, Christopher Adonis. The victim of another. No, not enough. Thought that was it. Johnny Impact hits a neck breaker and stops Adonis in his tracks, but is that enough to put away the henchman, the right-hand man to the champ, Eli Drake, Christopher Adonis.
You can never take your eyes off of Johnny Impact and what he's going to do next.
His educated feet, he can hit you from any direction. Adonis now from the outside.
Whoa!
Unbelievable Johnny Impact with a springboard kick that takes down Adonis. Here's a cover. Two and not enough. This matchup will continue when we return right here on Impact. Welcome back to Impact. It's JP, Jeremy Borash, along with Josh Matthews and Christopher Adonis going one-on-one with Johnny Impact. And on the second rope, Adonis has Impact attempting a superplex.
It looked bleak for Christopher Adonis during the break, and he's right back in this match.
These two going toe-to-toe. What great camera work. Right hand by Johnny Impact. Who's going to get the advantage here? You heard that. A right that connects from Impact now. Perched high on the top rope. Here we go. Countdown to Impact.
Bam!
He connects. Here's a cover. And three.
Here is your winner, Johnny Impact.
Impact victorious over Christopher Adonis. Let's take a look at how he did it.
Countdown to Impact as Johnny Impact goes off the top rope, takes out Chris Adonis, and the plan for Adonis and Eli Drake backfires because Johnny Impact has momentum now for Bound for Glory.
Will we see a new global champion come November 5th? And will it be Johnny Impact? Oh, hang on a minute. Here's the champion, Eli Drake in the ring.
Johnny Impact knew it was coming.
Right hands. Johnny Impact taking it to the champion, Eli Drake, just returning from Japan. And I bet he wasn't expecting this. Those white pants being torn off by Johnny Impact.
I guess it's okay to wear white after Labor Day in Tokyo.
Johnny Impact sending a message to the champion, Eli Drake. November 5th, Bound for Glory, the main event. It will be Johnny Impact versus Eli Drake. And now, payback. That belt right across the back. Johnny Impact knows goes. Oh, wait a minute. Adonis comes up. Big right from behind that takes down the #1 contender, Johnny Impact. And now, Adonis and Eli Drake have the numbers game.
Look at this. Christopher Adonis going after the back of Johnny Impact. It's all for the gravy train for the champ.
Eli Drake now taking an opportunity. He's irate. Oh, this is... Doesn't care. Choking now. Choking Johnny Impact. That's the global champion, ladies and gentlemen. And now just whipping the #1 contender with that belt.
This is a message by Eli Drake. He is willing to do whatever it takes to hold on.
Wait a minute, here comes Garza Jr. Garza Jr. hits the ring with a steel chair. Garza Jr. hits the ring. Clears the ring of Christopher Adonis and the global champion Eli Drake, and not a moment too soon, as these two are hightailing it, getting out of here after what happened moments ago. Garza Jr. comes down with a steel chair and stops Eli Drake and Christopher Adonis from doing more damage.
And it's interesting to see Garza Jr. out here helping Johnny Impact. These two went one-on-one to become #1 contender. Good sportsman there, as Garza Jr. saw that Impact was going to be just brutalized by the champ and Chris Adonis.
Eli Drake knows what lies ahead in the form of the #1 contender. His opponent at Bound for Glory, Johnny Impact. And will Bound for Glory be his night? Or will Eli Drake hold on to that championship he's fought so hard to maintain here on Impact? Well, this situation certainly far from over. We're just weeks away from Bound for Glory. Eli Drake defending against Johnny Impact in our main event.
I can't imagine what's going to go down between Lashley and his boys at American Top Team, Dan Lambert and Colby Covington. But then you got Moose on the other side, and he's got the American Psycho Stephen Bonner with him. This situation is reaching a boiling point.
Yet to come here tonight, it is our main event. Taya Valkyrie goes one-on-one with Rosemary for the first time.
It's going to be an incredible match. You know what else is going to be incredible? The return of a former champion at BFG.
Of course, you have to assume responsibilities that comes when you become the champion.
Effective immediately due to an incident recently involving global champion Alberto El Patron. Mr. Patron is no longer global champion. We wish Mr. Patron the very best in his future endeavors.
To come here on Impact, it's our main event. Taya Valkyrie goes one-on-one with Rosemary.
What's going to happen when American Top Team Lashley, Moose, and Stephen Bonner meet tonight?
But up next, we'll take you to the Hard Rock in Cancun, Mexico for a 5-way matchup. It's next, right here on Impact.
Are you bound for glory? The biggest names, the biggest matches. This is your chance to be a part of Impact Wrestling's biggest event of the year. It all goes down live at the Aberdeen Pavilion in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Tickets start as low as $20. Plus, don't miss out on 5 nights of Impact Wrestling tapings. Tickets start at only $15. Ticket combo deals are available for multiple events. And check out shopimpact.com for a limited offer VIP 6-day premium package. Don't miss Bound for Glory Live. Tickets are on sale now.
And now, it's time for the Pluto TV Rewind of the Week.
Look how high up they are down here at the Sears Center. And while Sting is down, where's Samoa Joe going right now? He's headed up towards like a luxury box area. And Joe comes running across. And Sting and...
You gotta be kidding me! He just put his body on the line! He just jumped right over the top and just laid out Sting on the steel steps! Unbelievable!
That was the Pluto TV Rewind of the Week.
Impact truly is global. Let's go to the Hard Rock in Cancun, Mexico for what is going to be an incredible five-way matchup.
The stars of AAA, Phantasma and Teano, Eddie Edwards, the Cowboy, James Storm, EC3, a five-way matchup. First pin wins here from the Hard Rock in Cancun. Ring and Rock Stars 7. This event held every year at the Hard Rock has been, well, just a huge event, and certainly after everything that has happened in Mexico City, also a great fundraiser to raise funds for the victims of the terrible earthquake there. The surrounding areas as well. Storm now has Phantasma, big right hand. Keep in mind, it's every man for himself. Five-way matchup. First pin wins the matchup, and it's up to Team Impact to see if they can stay on the same page, especially after everything that has happened.
Yeah, it's been very interesting to see Eddie Edwards and EC3 and James Storm working as a cohesive unit. But again, this match is every man for himself. You want to come down to Cancun, you want to pick up the victory on your own and thus earn bragging rights.
Almost a parallel universe in the sense that Teano and Phantasma, who have been representing AAA this entire time, well, they are not getting along right now, and certainly after what we have seen, it's been the teamwork that has, well, made them so successful. Can they keep that teamwork up here tonight?
And Phantasma and Teano competing in their home country here tonight. They know the lay of the land, and Storm looking for a victory.
Storm with a cover on Phantasma. And up until this point, obviously this feud we've seen between Storm and EC3, they have put their differences aside for the sake of this cause. And make no mistake about it, whether it's AAA or whether it's Impact, both sides have a tremendous amount of pride in their own home-based promotion.
That's a long flight home if you lose for EC3, Eddie Edwards, and James Storm.
Certainly EC3, Storm have their differences. Eddie Edwards, meanwhile, has been out defending the GHC Championship, most recently in Yokohama, Japan, and EC3 with a clothesline that takes down Teano, and it is every man for himself.
Yeah, EC3 able to cut off Teano there. Some thunderous clothesline. She got some heavy hitters in the ring right now.
From Cancun, Mexico, the Hard Rock. AAA's Ring and Rock Stars 7, EC3 and Eddie Edwards teaming up now. Double suplex on Teano. Interesting to know, Teano and Phantasma, both second-generation competitors. So much tradition between these two. Cover now. Storm and Eddie Edwards and Storm. And EC3 agreed on working together here.
Yeah, but everyone wants to score the touchdown, right? Everyone wants to cross the goal line with the ball. EC3 and Eddie were like, hey, Storm, what are you doing, buddy?
Devastating chop by Eddie Edwards on the floor, directing traffic now. Phantasma's father sitting at ringside as well.
How can you see him? He's the ghost.
So Dawn in a purple mask, a legend. Teano's father, a legend. And these two second-generation competitors have come together to fight on behalf of AAA. But make no mistake about it, a tremendous amount of, I dare say, a little professional jealousy between the two when it comes to the success. Both men have had a lot. Ooh. There we're seeing it on display right here, Teano and Phantasma. Well, interesting, when you come to Impact, Teano and Phantasma have been on the same page, even brought Pagano into the mix. But here on their own home turf, make no mistake about it, these two are not friends.
Well, you know, you travel, you leave your home country, you're unfamiliar with the area, but you're familiar with each other, and I guess that allowed them to come together, but not back home.
Phantasma, big cross-body block on Eddie Edwards. Here's a cover. Let's take a look at that again.
Watch this here by Phantasma, big crossbody. Eddie Edwards, he's battle-tested, folks, and he's able to kick out at 2.
Last week we brought you great action from Japan. Here now from Cancun, and later on in the broadcast, OVE is going to be going back to Tijuana, Mexico, to to confront Konnan. Of course, that huge 51-50 street fight official for Bound for Glory, and Teano over the top rope. Look at this teamwork by Eddie Edwards.
Oh!
And the Cowboy, James Storm. An opportunity now for Storm to make the cover.
And EC3 is going to say, not so fast.
Whoa! You can't pin him! What are you doing? You can't pin him! No. Every man for himself. I can. I'm the man.
Of course, we've seen this from EC3 before. A little bit of a chip on his shoulder. Feels he's the superior athlete. He's the captain of Team Impact. Meanwhile, Storm has been here since day one. Eddie Edwards, the GHC champion, and this trying to keep peace.
Not for long.
And Eddie Edwards now rolled up by EC3. A cover, and no.
This team quickly broke down, and now it truly is every man for himself.
Teano now has Eddie Edwards up and just drops him. Storm blocks, neck breaker down, and Phantasma now climbing to the top rope. Storm has no idea. Here comes Phantasma from the top with a drop kick.
Rocked James Storm there. Phantasma getting it going here. Looking for a TK3.
EC3 drops Phantasma. There's Teano. Both men meet in the middle and are down. Five-way matchup, and certainly every man for himself. Winner of this matchup, the sole winner, will go on to compete in the Ring and Rock Stars finale, a signature event here for AAA. So a lot on the line, every man fighting for this opportunity. Storm now to his feet, Teano to his feet, Phantasma to his feet. And the question is, who will survive? Who will go through? Who will compete to win?
Ooh.
And it's that very aspect that's bringing out the every man for himself mentality we're seeing right here. Boy, these two.
It's also the fighting spirit of all five of these guys. You always want to be the one with your hand raised at the end of a match.
Wow, Teano and Storm working together. Haven't seen these two on the same page before, but that's just Teano and Phantasma's bad blood. And wow, bad landing on the floor by Teano. Clotheslines, Phantasma on fire. Wow. Great kick by Phantasma to EC3, and just like that, those devastating chops. Eddie Edwards known for it.
Eddie Edwards can take over a match in a moment's notice.
Teano takes Eddie Edwards to the floor. Look out. Right into the ring post. That's got to take Eddie Edwards out.
Did you hear that?
Meanwhile, EC3 going for the 1%er on Phantasma. No, it's been blocked. Phantasma has up EC3. Gonna drop EC3 on his head.
Oh!
Phantasma hits a pile driver. Meanwhile, on the outside of the ring, look at this. Teano telling Storm to go after Phantasma's father after what happened earlier. Well, it looks like James Storm's considering it.
Is Storm gonna listen to Teano?
That legend, Phantasma's father at ringside. Oh no, not so fast. Phantasma kicks the chair, hits Storm, and now a right by Teano back in the ring. Makes the cover on EC3, and Teano gets the victory.
Nobody on Team Impact were on the same page, and it results in Teano picking up the win.
Well, that's every man for himself, but Phantasma and Teano didn't display a lot of teamwork either. But Team Impact, not on the same page. We are going to hear from these three backstage coming up in just a few moments. Very anxious to see what's the game plan now as Team Impact not working together. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go now to Ohio versus everything in Tijuana, Mexico.
You know we're not supposed to be here.
Oh, duh.
They told us not to come back to Tijuana.
They tell us a lot of things.
But you know, I feel like we really need to reunite the tag team titles and Konnan together one more time. Just allow him to touch them one more time.
You're right, we should. Should we go see him?
Do you think this is a good idea?
Absolutely not.
Global Wrestling Network is the premier destination for the best wrestling from around the world. Watch new episodes of Impact, Explosion, and exclusive digital content online or on your phone, all for free. Upgrade to the premium subscription and get ad-free access to the extensive library of current and past weekly Impact episodes, greatest matches, classic pay-per-views, and original series with more content added each month. Get Global Wrestling Network now on iOS, Android, or at globalwrestlingnetwork.com.
They bring me down.
Guys, what happened? What did we say? We said we're gonna be on the same page. And what happened? We weren't, and look what happened. We lost. We gotta get on the same page. You guys gotta get on the same page. I thought we were gonna do that tonight, but no. Hey, I gotta go to Japan. I gotta defend my title. You guys gotta handle this. Next week, come back. You guys tag. Show you can work together. We're a team. God, fix this. Please.
We'll come back, and we will finish this. One way or another, we will fix it.
Dan Lambert not happy after what happened. Moose has his championship belts, and he's taking it out on Jim Cornette.
Yeah, Dan Lambert should be livid. Moose tried to sell me a Bellator Light Heavyweight Championship belt earlier today.
He did not. That's ridiculous.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Trevor Lee and Caleb Connolly from Burlington, North Carolina, Andrew Everett.
From the Cult of Lee comes Andrew Everett. Caleb Connolly, and of course the X Division champion, Trevor Lee, who says together, we are Trevor. And these three gentlemen from the state of North Carolina have come together as one and formed one dangerous alliance.
I might rethink that catchphrase of we are Trevor, but a little bit of multiplicity here for these three friends.
His opponent from Dayton, Ohio, Desmond Xavier.
He is the winner of the 2017 Super X Cup. Desmond Xavier, who has been on a roll since winning that tournament, not only here at Impact Wrestling, all over the world. He has been competing at the top level against the top stars, and certainly this week, no exception. His opponent, Andrew Everett from the Cult of Lee.
The thing about Desmond Xavier is he's so fluid. He's silky smooth. He can get it done inside the ring. It almost looks effortless when Desmond Xavier is competing. He reminds me so much of Cam Newton in his early days in the NFL. Just looked and made it look so easy, like anybody could do it.
Andrew Everett, former X Division champion, now going one-on-one with Desmond Xavier. And a bit of a change of attitude from Andrew Everett, now back with Trevor Lee. And of course, this change of attitude has been certainly been effective for the Cult of Lee. Of course, Caleb Connolly and the X Division champion Trevor Lee leading the pack.
Well, you know, sometimes you want to break out on your own. Sometimes you want to do your own thing. You know, you've got guys that want to leave the Avengers, but then you find out that you're stronger as a group, you're stronger as a unit. And, you know, Trevor Lee was nice enough to take Caleb Connolly back.
Caleb Connolly and Trevor Lee on the outside have to be wondering what Andrew Everett's going to do to compete against. Well, that's what he's going to do. He's going to sweep the legs right out from underneath him.
Love the man bun by Trevor Lee.
Great kick by Andrew Everett. Cover. And Everett right now frustrated. And you can bet Desmond Xavier has his sights set on Trevor Lee in the X Division Championship.
That's the thing about Trevor Lee. He may look like every bartender in Nashville, but you put him inside a six-sided ring, and the dude is just incredible.
Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, immediately following Impact, Tyler Perry's double feature, Medea's Witness Protection, and Meet the Browns. Tyler Perry, right after Impact, a double feature coming up tonight.
Desmond Xavier's got to be careful here. You've got the Cult of Lee on the outside and a very dangerous Andrew Everett inside the ring.
We will take you back to Tijuana, Mexico, and OVE. Of course, as they are headed to 51-50 Street Fight at Bound for Glory, November 5th. Leg drop by the former X Division champion Everett, goes for a cover. And Xavier able to kick out tonight as well. Taya Valkyrie versus Rosemary. One-on-one for the very first time. Taya Valkyrie, a former AAA women's champion, and Rosemary, a former Knockouts champion. Both knockouts at the top of their game right now.
Speaking of knockouts, how about the news that we just got? It is official. Taryn Terrell is out of Bound for Glory. It's going to be Sienna defending her Knockouts championship against Gail Kim and Allie. A triple threat match now, as the doctors will not clear Taryn Terrell after being slapped right in the face last week by Gail Kim.
Well, you can bet Sienna, the Knockouts champion. Happy to hear that news. As Taryn Terrell taken out of the Knockouts title picture. And Caleb Connolly now putting the boots to Desmond Xavier on the ground.
So this is why it's good to run in a pack.
Amazing news, a man who does not run in any pack, a man who's on his own. Alberto El Patron announcing he will be returning to Bound for Glory. Huge news. Everett now standing tall, standing moonsault. Desmond Xavier gets the knees up.
How big is Bound for Glory going to be? Alberto El Patron set to make his return. I can't wait to get to Ottawa on November 5th.
What will he do? That's the question. Great cutter by Desmond Xavier. As Alberto El Patron is unpredictable to say the least, but we do know he's coming to Bound for Glory. Xavier now full steam ahead.
See, when Desmond Xavier has space, he's unpredictable.
Kick that delivers. Desmond Xavier now. Look out, Caleb Connolly up on the ring apron.
Oh.
And Desmond Xavier takes quick opportunity to fix that problem, and over the top now to the floor goes Andrew Everett. Desmond Xavier now. Beautiful over the top rope and takes out both men.
This is thrilling.
2017 Super X Cup winner Desmond Xavier has Andrew Everett in a tough predicament now to the top rope. Here comes Trevor Lee. Trevor Lee taunting Desmond Xavier from the outside of the ring. Oh, and Andrew Everett connects. That distraction was enough for Andrew Everett now. Wants to put the finishing touches on Desmond Xavier. Full steam ahead of the corner. No go. Unbelievable. What a kick that connected. And what a pin for Desmond Xavier.
Here is your winner, Desmond Xavier.
A back handspring. And Desmond Xavier connects with that kick that takes out Andrew Everett. Let's take a look at it again.
If Desmond Xavier was on the U.S. men's soccer team, they might have qualified for the World Cup. This dude is so amazing, so athletic, and so skilled with his feet. Trevor Lee may find himself without the X Division Championship in the near future.
Well, speaking of the X Division champion, next week right here, we're going to show you what happened when Trevor Lee took the X Division Championship to Tijuana, Mexico. Here's a sneak peek.
So I get a call saying that the X Division champ has to go to Tijuana, Mexico.
Hello? Trevor Lee's here, X Division champion here.
I've been walking around looking for El Promoter.
I think there's a problem. Doesn't look like the X Division champion's on that. So this can't be the show.
I still don't know what's going on around here.
See my name on the poster out there. I didn't see my picture on the poster.
But fortunately, I'm here to spread the gospel.
El Promotor?
And no matter who I wrestle tonight, the wonderful people of Mexico will leave knowing that together we are Trevor.
He's afraid of us. Of course he is.
Hey, whoa. El Jefe said, if you want 5 minutes with him, you defend those titles tonight.
Oh, we have to defend the titles? I bet we have to win too, don't we? Okay, cool. Looks like we have a match to get ready for. Why don't you get the out of my way?
After seeing all that, I guess Grado has reason to be at least speculating at the very least. Things are not on the up and up.
A shoddy promoter? Welcome to the wrestling business, kid.
A meal ticket? Grado, well, the look on his face says it all. Let's hear now from the man himself, Grado.
Joseph Park, get your big thieving out here right now.
Wow.
Get out here, Joseph. I know you're back there. Come out and face me and all these people. Get out here now.
Well, after what we've seen, Joseph Park signs Grado to the exclusive sports management contract and then just starts booking him out everywhere.
Booking him out everywhere and then, maybe skimming off the top a little bit. And Joseph Park...
Skimming off the top? Where did he get that car from last week? That convertible? Who are those girls?
Well, those are the interns and...
Interns?
Oh, he's a handsome guy, JB.
All right, Joseph Park, obviously... a miscommunication, perhaps? Maybe Joseph Park can clear the air here. Let's not forget, Joseph Park sponsored Grado, his right to stay here in the country, gave him a work visa. The reason that Grado is even here right now, courtesy of Joseph Park. Maybe this is all just a misunderstanding.
Well, I did just get my check from Slammiversary. Maybe Joseph Park got his. He would have paid for 5 cars.
Joseph Park gonna have an opportunity now to rebut these comments.
Tonight, in front of these great fans, you are going to stand trial in the court of public opinion. And these people right here are going to be the judge, the jury, and I'm going to be the executioner, you big sheep thief.
Wow.
Court is in session, and big man, you're supposed to be this big fancy lawyer, well-respected attorney. Well then, let's lay out the evidence. You stole from me. You took my money. You took advantage of my good nature. You embarrassed me in front of my family, all these fans. You ran me into the ground. You had me working all over the world. You treated me like an absolute dog.
Grado. You like jokes, right?
I don't want to hear a joke.
How about the story about...
I don't want to hear any stories.
Well, what about the one about Grandma Jenny?
Grandma Jenny should have told you that you're full of... So what's the verdict? Do we find Joseph Parks guilty or not guilty?
I'm sorry, Grado. I did it. I'm guilty. I couldn't handle the temptation. It was too strong. The money, the cars, the girls. But let me remind you of something, young man. If it weren't for me and this visa, you wouldn't even be here. That's right. This visa, the one that I got for you, that allows you to stay in this country, I have it. I own the paper on you, son.
Son.
Well, Park, if you're any kind of man, you hand me that visa back right now. Right now.
You know what, Grado? I got a better idea. I got a plea bargain for you. In my hands right here, I hold a contract for a match at Bound for Glory. A match between you, Grado, and me. And in this contract, it says that if you beat me at Bound for Glory, you get to stay. But if you lose, you're gone forever, Grado.
Amen. I am in Giza contract right now. I'm going to sign this right now. Turn around.
Putting it all on the line at Bound for Glory. Grado wasting no time, wants his freedom, wants to stay here.
Take it. It's signed. You are on. At Bound for Glory, big man. I'm going to kick you and I'm going to beat you. And then me and all these great fans together are going to continue to live the American dream. Baby! It's on.
Grado, wait 1 second. Whew. Grado, did you not learn anything from me? Did I not teach you anything? Because you didn't read the fine print very well, my friend. Two things you missed in this contract, my friend. That match at Bound for Glory, Sunday, November 5th, against me, it's not going to be a regular match. It's going to be kind of scary. The boys would call it hardcore. Because that match at Bound for Glory, Grado, it's a monster's ball.
Wow.
Oh, I almost forgot the last thing. I almost forgot the very last thing. That match at Bound for Glory, it's not going to be against me. It's gonna be against my brother, Abyss.
Wow. Grado is in as much disbelief as we are. Bound for Glory, Monsters Ball against the Monster Abyss. What has Grado gotten himself into?
And can he get himself out?
It is signed, and Grado right now has to be asking himself, what will await him November 5th? Will he even survive to be able to stay in America?
What you're about to witness is a man with nothing to lose. Chip on his shoulder, but he's lost with nothing to prove. Nothing to gain, he's not stuck in a lane, which is the buckets and chains. They say he's insane.
Pro wrestling isn't for me.
don't give two about Lashley training back with America Top Team. Lashley's a...
You can't come to our gym and disrespect us.
First of all, it's not our gym, that's our house. What would you do if two guys came into your house and did what those guys did to ours?
I had enough. I called Bobby up. I was like, Bobby, man, we got to handle this. And Bobby said, okay, we'll handle it.
I don't think anybody's going to let somebody come into their house and do what those two guys did to ours and not figure out a way to exact a little bit of revenge.
We know Moose and Stephen Bonner are here. And we know Dan Lambert, Bobby Lashley, and American Top Team are here.
They're here. They're not invited to be here. But who's going to stop American Top Team?
Oh no! What have I done? The monster! Abyss! Oh no! I'm out of here!
Calm down. Calm down. Calm down, Grado. Calm down. Deep breath.
Get off! Get off!
Oh, Grado, you impetuous young boy. Just because the serpent was thrown out of the garden doesn't mean that he stopped his work. At Bound for Glory, Abyss and I are going to send you straight to hell. Like doomsday!
Father James Mitchell haunting Grado just weeks before the November 5th Monsters Ball against Abyss. Well, you can feel this coming to a fever pitch. It's coming to a head, the situation with Moose, Stephen Bonner, Lashley, Dan Lambert, American Top Team. It's coming to a head, and we're going to see a confrontation here tonight.
That's going to happen. Also, what's going to happen tonight, Knockouts action. Taya Valkyrie is going to go one-on-one with Rosemary. That's a dream match right there.
They are our World Tag Team Champions after defeating LAX. OVE now defends the championships in Tijuana, Mexico. LAX's backyard. Let's take a look. Here we are, Tijuana, Mexico, bringing you great action from all over the world. The global partnerships taking you to places we've never seen before, matchups we never thought we would get to see, and this week, OVE defends the Tag Team Championships at the Crash in Tijuana. Look out. Whoa! Black Diamond delivers. What a way to start off the matchup. Sending a message to OVE. Let's take a look at this again.
Remember when OVE became Tag Team Champions? They started the match just like that against LAX. Good move there by Black Diamond.
That's Black Danger in now. This match coming to us from Tijuana, Mexico, from the Crash. Great cross body block. And it's going to be interesting to see how OVE taking the preemptive strike here, defending the Tag Team Championships around the world. And keep in mind, next week we are going to see Trevor Lee from right here in Tijuana as well. Great international partnerships bringing us great action from around the world.
You got Jake Christ in the ring right now, all knowing that these guys are going to defend their tag team titles at Bound for Glory against LAX in 51-50, a street fight.
Now in the corner. Ooh, great kick. Black Diamond feeling the brunt of that.
This is what I love about Impact. You're going to get to see places like the Crash in Tijuana that you normally wouldn't. And that's what you're going to get from GWN, Global Wrestling Network. It really is the alternative wrestling network. Download it today, iOS, Android, and of course on mobile as well.
Great double teamwork by the Impact Tag Team Champions, OVE, who are set to face off against LAX 5150 street fight at Bound for Glory. And what do OVE have planned now?
Wow, what a dive!
Through the middle ropes to the floor. And now followed up. Jake Crist, great dive to the floor, takes both men out. Let's take another look at that.
Almost overshot his targets, did Jake Crist. Just caught him on the back end there. The one thing that OVE has to stop doing is they try to interact with the fans. They're not beloved here in Tijuana. They're the villains, they're the enemies, and they've got to keep their minds on what they're doing here.
We're going to see how the tag team of Black Diamond and Black Danger fare against OVE. Opportunity to battle for the Impact Tag Team Championships. Really, titles that are defended all over the globe now. Wow, what a kick. Black Danger connects.
You got Black Diamond up on the top rope now.
Check this out. Oh, a spear out of thin air. Let's take a look at this again. Unbelievable move.
This is Tag Team 101 by Black Danger and Black Diamond.
And now both brothers back in. This is the teamwork. It's been so effective for OVE all the way to the World Tag Team Championships. What's this going to be now? OVE in control. From the top rope. OVE superplex into a power bomb. Wow!
You want to talk about working together?
You want to talk about effectiveness? No, just in the nick of time. Black Diamond stops OVE from a successful win here tonight, just in the nick of time. And look out, Black Diamond now. Oh, great springboard cutter.
Different move there. Unique.
Oh! And a power bomb onto the back. Here's a cover. Black Diamond almost gets the pin.
Yeah, a 2-for-1 there now.
And not enough. After what we've seen these two teams go through so far, a lot of high-impact offense starting to take its toll. And look out in the corner. Black Diamond now. Oh, wait a minute.
Nice.
Check this out. Black Diamond in a tough predicament. Dave Crist from the top.
Spiked him.
That's it. What a win. OVE with a successful title defense in Tijuana. And now they want to have words with Konnan as we head in to the 5150 street fight, November 5th at Bound for Glory. OVE successful here tonight in Tijuana.
Back inside the Impact Zone in Orlando, there's American Top Team. They are living it. Moose and Stephan Bonnar. They want their property back, and it looks as if they're coming to the ring next.
Are you bound for glory? The biggest names, the biggest matches. This is your chance to be a part of Impact Wrestling's biggest event of the year. It all goes down live at the Aberdeen Pavilion in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Tickets start as low as $20. Plus, don't miss out on 5 nights of Impact Wrestling tapings. Tickets start at only $15. Ticket combo deals are available for multiple events. And check out shopimpact.com for a limited offer VIP 6-day premium package. Don't miss Bound for Glory Live. Tickets are on sale now.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming up Sunday, November 5th, it is our biggest pay-per-view event of the year. It is Bound for Glory. And of course, it is a tradition every year that we celebrate our biggest.
Oh boy, that's American Top. That's Colby Covington, Dan Lambert. JB just got shut down. Jamie needs to get the hell out of the ring. This is not good. These guys are not invited here.
This is not the way this was supposed to go down. We came here originally as a favor to Jeff Jarrett. I have sat back for years and watched Bobby Lashley waste his MMA potential while working for this company. despite my better judgment, but I did so out of a respect for professional wrestling. But it's really, really ironic because I am the biggest professional wrestling fan in this building, and I have been for 40 years. I was actually introduced to the world of mixed martial arts by professional wrestling, Japanese professional wrestling with their shoot wrestling promotions in the 80s and the early 90s, Pancrase and UWF. And it's ironic that professional wrestling is the reason I now stand here running the biggest and baddest mixed martial arts team in the world. It's also ironic that I'm standing here being looked at as the bad guy or the anti-pro wrestling guy when I have more knowledge of professional wrestling in my little finger than you idiots have in your entire arena. Let me ask you a question. Anybody here know who has the best and largest collection of professional wrestling historical memorabilia in the world? Let me give you a hint. I do. And even though you idiots do not deserve to look at one piece of my collection, I'm going to make an exception. I assume somebody here may have heard of Bruno Sammartino, legendary champion. Well, do you know what happened to the first title he ever held in the 1960s for 7 years? Here it is. It's mine. It's in my collection. How about the Road Warriors? Any of you morons ever heard of them? You're the real pro wrestling fans. I'm sure you know the Road Warriors. What was the first championship they ever held? No answer? I didn't think so, so let me show you. The Road Warriors held the National Tag Team Championship, Georgia Championship Wrestling, 1983. You see the little cracked side plate? That means it was Hawks, but I'm sure you guys already knew that. How about Ric Flair? Anybody here know Ric Flair? Okay, great. You know the little catch tone that any Johnny-come-lately wrestling fan can yell, but who knows the first championship belt that he ever held? Nobody? Gee, what a shock. He held the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Championship, Jim Crockett Promotions, 1974. I would tell you that his partner, hey, Mr. Know-It-All, who was his partner? Who was his partner? Who? Yeah, who? No, he wasn't who, you moron. It was Rip Hawk. This brings us to the Jarrett family. Jeff Jarrett loves to brag how my family's been in the professional wrestling business for 5 decades. Well, one of those decades, probably their best decade, was featuring his daddy's star, Jerry Lawler, chasing the world title. And after 10 years, he finally won that world title, defeating Curt Hennig for the AWA Heavyweight Championship. Anybody care to guess where that precious title is today? Is it sitting on the fireplace at the Jeff Jarrett Mansion in Nashville, Tennessee? Do any of you bozos have it? No, you don't. Because I have it. It's mine, the real wrestling fan, the biggest pro wrestling fan in the world today. Which brings me to the saddest irony of all. And that irony is that I now stand here controlling the biggest mixed martial arts team in the world today, and professional wrestling, for some reason that I don't know, chose to take it upon themselves to come into our home and disrespect everything that we know. They disrespected every fighter we've ever trained. They disrespected every title we've ever won. They respected everything that means anything to our team. And now, I'm here to say they poked the bear. They didn't just poke the bear, they snuck up behind it and shoved a red-hot poker up its and that bear is angry. And that bear is now coming to your home, Impact Zone, in the form of Bobby Lashley and King Mo. They are going to do whatever it is I asked them to do to take back the respect that wrestling ripped from American Top Team last week. What I am going to ask them to do is simple. It's ironic, but it's simple. I love wrestling, but I'm asking them to destroy it. I'm asking them to expose it for what it really is. A bunch of loudmouth, wannabe tough guys who have no idea what it's like to be in a real fight, and they just want to bottom feed in the combat sports arena. So I am here for one reason, and that is to issue a challenge for Stephan Bonnar and Moose to show up to Bound for Glory and fight Bobby Lashley and King Mo. And I chose those words very carefully so you idiots could understand them. I did not say professional wrestling. I did not say wrestling match. I did not say sports entertainment. I said fight. And that is a fight that professional wrestling cannot win. It is not going to be pretty. It's not going to take long. It's not going to be competitive. But what it is it's going to be the end of Impact Wrestling.
I'm not so sure about that. Dan Lambert is just going to become delusional. I mean, he comes in the ring, shows me out of the way, and then these guys go on about talking about how big fans they are. But Moose and Stephan Bonnar may have something to say about that.
I don't think you can question the fandom of Dan Lambert, but all that gold that Moose and Stephan Bonnar have, they stole last week from the American Top Team facility, and they're having a good time right now at the expense of Dan Lambert.
Well, Lambert's sitting there looking like he's the victim in all this. Let's not forget how many weeks they showed up here and messed with the program. They took it upon themselves to start this fight, no matter what kind of delusional garbage comes out of Dan Lambert's mouth.
Whoa, 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 look at this.
There's Lashley. Oh, you knew it. You knew he was there. You knew he was waiting in the wings, and now it's a mugging. The numbers game. Moose and Stephan Bonnar on the wrong end of a beatdown, courtesy of American Top Team and led by Bobby Lashley.
Stephan Bonnar, a legend in UFC, a legend in MMA, just being manhandled with his buddy Moose.
Oh! Oh! Whoa! Cheer for your wrestlers! Cheer for your wrestlers! Come on, you mindless sheep! Boo when you're supposed to boo! Cheer when you're supposed to cheer! Do whatever these idiots tell you to do! Oh, no! Oh!
Bonnar just speared
Chalk up one
by
for
Lashley.
MMA. Oh, we got another one!
We got Dan Lambert screaming. Look at this scene.
And look at Lashley sizing up Moose after what's gone down here. Another spear by Walking Armageddon.
How's pro wrestling doing, guys? How's pros wrestling? Oh, yeah, what are you guys gonna do? Are you serious?
The security's come to the ring.
Are you serious?
I'll agree with Dan Lambert. These guys got no chance.
Oh, jeez. What are you gonna do, guys? Do you know what we do for a living? Google us! Do you know what we do for a living? Look us up! Get the hell out of here! Oh,
here comes Molly Shearer to the ring, and boy, maybe second-guessing this decision momentarily. And now Caleb Connolly coming down.
Oh,
members of the Impact roster coming down.
Whoa! Chalk up another one for mixed martial arts. Oh, come on, are you serious?
Trying to defend themselves here, trying to defend Impact, but
just outnumbered. Andrew Everett going to make an attempt at it.
How about this guy?
Oh,
What's
no,
up, you mindless sheep? Aren't you supposed to cheer now, or are you supposed to boo? Oh, jeez.
Like This is an all-out assault.
It's like sending the lamb to slaughter.
Running power slam by walking Armageddon. Look out, these guys are just animals.
Bloodthirsty.
Opportunist now in the corner. Look at this. Oh, big right. Good night, Andrew Everett. Lambert, who started this whole thing to begin with, so pleased with himself, and another spear by Lashley.
So this is what American Top Team is all about.
Well, you saw the first time they attacked Moose. Sure, Moose went into their facility. Sure, Moose went looking for revenge. But the numbers came just too much.
Let me tell you something, you mindless sheep. You are dismissed.
And Lambert stands over Moose after Stephan Bonnar and Moose assaulted by American Top Team, and Dan Lambert couldn't be prouder of Lashley and his boys.
And the challenge thrown out by Dan Lambert to Moose and Stephan Bonnar. Face Lashley and King Mo, Sunday, November 5th, at Bound for Glory.
This trip was a waste. We lost our titles. We don't get an audience with Conan. We came here for nothing. Oh, we did lose our match, didn't we? And we were supposed to win our match in order to talk to Conan, which happens to be right over there. Let's finish this.
It's the Buzzkill Brothers. Do you guys not see I'm busy?
Oh no, clearly I see you're busy. And if I was you, I'd be just as busy. I come here for two things. Number one, we figured you'd want to touch the belt, so go ahead and touch it. That's enough! All playing aside, no disrespect meaning at all. Give us our pay, and we'll get the hell out of TJ.
Let me make one thing abundantly clear. Nobody said anything about any pay, all right? I just said put the titles on the line at Bound for Glory. We're taking those belts back, so yes, I will be touching it all night long. Go get the boys. I got a los muchachos. I think we have a problem again.
Roadhouse.
I warned you guys. Here's your belts. Save them for me, because at Bound for Glory, they're coming back to LAX, a bunch of hoes.
You guys have been going at it pretty hard. Personally, I don't think they've been going at it hard enough.
This is the Jake Something Show.
No guarantees in this business, but there actually are some. Everybody in this sport gets hurt.
Taya Valkyrie is here on Impact. The Knockouts division has some lucha royalty.
Taya Valkyrie, accept a dance with a demon. Boom! Red fist from Taya.
Taya Valkyrie now has Rosemary.
Road to Valhalla.
Taya Valkyrie has turned the division upside down.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a knockout grudge match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, Taya Valkyrie!
The undefeated Taya Valkyrie makes her way to the ring. Our main event here on Impact, and certainly the first meeting between these two has the makings of a real battle, a real fight amongst the knockouts.
You get a look at Taya Valkyrie as she makes her way into the Impact Zone. It's so Game of Thrones-esque. You just get caught up in everything she is and everything she's done, and then she backs it up inside the ring. The real deal is Taya Valkyrie.
And last week, we certainly saw the altercation take place. As Taya Valkyrie makes her way to the ring, the challenge was made and answered by Taya Valkyrie, but as we are about to see in a moment, Taya Valkyrie came very much prepared for Rosemary. Let's take a look.
Rosemary issued the challenge, and then watch Taya right there with the preemptive strike, the mist in slow motion right to the eyes, the mouth, the nose, blinding Rosemary. Taya Valkyrie in control of this rivalry.
Since coming here to Impact Wrestling undefeated, who can stop her? Not afraid to get a little hardcore as well. Taya Valkyrie in our main event here on Impact.
Her opponent from the Valley of Shadows, Rosemary!
Rosemary makes her way to the ring. Set to do battle with Taya Valkyrie, and after what happened last week, you can bet Rosemary looking for revenge on Taya Valkyrie.
And when you look at these two, you can talk about the fact that it's a knockouts main event, or you can talk about the fact that this is one of the biggest rivalries, the most talked about rivalries in all of Impact, and there's no other place that you could put a match like this other than the main event. Rosemary, the leader of the Hive, the Hivelings in full effect. I'm loving this rivalry.
Championship gold has, well, really not eluded either knockout over the course of their careers. Let's not forget Taya Valkyrie, former AAA Women's Champion. And up until Slammiversary, Rosemary had one of the most dominant reigns as knockouts champion we've ever seen. And now here on Impact in our main event, these two decorated athletes are about to go at it. They waste no time. Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie kick things off in our main event here on Impact.
It's Red Wedding versus the Road to Valhalla. It's Rosemary versus Taya Valkyrie. It's the future versus the future here on Impact.
And you can bet Rosemary not happy after Taya Valkyrie one-upped her last week, misting Rosemary right in the face, but here we are 7 nights later, and now Taya Valkyrie may be second-guessing herself doing that.
Mark it down right now. This is the first time we're seeing these two go one-on-one. It's in a main event here. I think we're going to see these two for years to come. And JB, you're always going to remember who won the first one, who got out of the gate first, who won a championship sooner. I can't wait to debate these two for the next 5-10 years to come.
Certainly when we talk about athletes at the top of their game, Johnny Impact will go one-on-one with Eli Drake for the Global Championship, our main event at Bound for Glory. Let's not forget as well, Johnny Impact, the current AAA heavyweight champion, gonna face Eli Drake. Two champions in the ring at one night, pay-per-view November 5th at Bound for Glory. And look at Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie on the outside of the ring apron, exchanging chops, and now a dangerous situation for Taya Valkyrie.
Yeah, Rosemary's got to be careful, but Taya using the ring to her advantage.
Using the ring big time, look at that. Rosemary in trouble. More of this knockouts matchup when we return on Impact. We are back here on Impact. Look at this, Taya Valkyrie putting the boots to Rosemary right in the corner. This first ever meeting between these two knockouts. Come on. Bringing out the best in competition between each other. Certainly, Taya Valkyrie with the majority of the offense during the break.
Yeah, Taya Valkyrie was in control during the break. She went after the shoulder and the arm of Rosemary. We're not going to talk about it, but we all remember what happened to Rosemary in Mexico. Taya Valkyrie is looking to expose that here tonight.
Let's not forget Taya Valkyrie held that AAA Women's Championship as well, and now set her sights on coming here to Impact and changing the landscape of the Knockouts division as we know it, and she has done just that. Undefeated so far, and now her toughest challenge today tonight with Rosemary.
Let's see if Rosemary can get back into this matchup. See if the former Knockouts champion can somehow get something going here against Taya.
Rosemary now has Taya Valkyrie in the corner. Referee going to break the move, but effective nonetheless. Valkyrie just tosses Rosemary out to the floor.
Pure strength.
That is one of her strongest attributes. Incredible strength from Taya Valkyrie, but has that agility to and from the top down to the floor. Let's take a look at that again. Taya Valkyrie delivering the offense to Rosemary.
Just a press here off the top rope, comes straight down, doesn't turn her body. So all of the body of Taya Valkyrie just flattens Rosemary.
Into that corner ring post. We told you this was going to be physical. And Taya Valkyrie now delivering the boots to Rosemary. Folks, stay tuned. Immediately following Impact tonight, it's a Tyler Perry double feature. Immediately following Impact, Medea's Witness Protection. And then it's Meet the Browns, Tyler Perry double feature. Immediately following this matchup here tonight on Impact. Keep it tuned here to Pop. Here's a cover. Taya Valkyrie gets a 2 on Rosemary.
You know, Taya's really just testing Rosemary at this point. She knows she doesn't have her beat just yet, but she was seeing how far she had her and what she's taken out of her in this match.
Fans, don't forget, Bound for Glory tickets are on sale now. Get them while you can.
Yeah, head over to tdplace.ca. Get your tickets for Bound for Glory. Join us all week in Ottawa. Tomorrow, actually, you can meet Lashley and Eli Drake, the global champion. They're both going to be in Ottawa for some press and media.
Check out ImpactWrestling.com for more information on that. Great side salto suplex by Taya Valkyrie, and you can see the confidence in her eyes.
You saw that gut wrench in the throw and the distance that she got. Taya Valkyrie, she may be new to some of you watching here, but she is a seasoned competitor.
Back in now. Wants that full opportunity to make an impact in the corner, and she does just that. Running at full speed and delivering those knees to Rosemary. Gonna go for it again. Rosemary down and out in the corner.
Taya having a good time here with the fans taunting him in the Impact Zone.
Rosemary now. German suplex on Taya Valkyrie. Almost a gut instinct at that moment.
Yeah, a release German from Rosemary. It was picture perfect the way she sidestepped, got around, swung her hips, and bam, down goes Taya Valkyrie.
Both knockouts now feeling the effect. So much offense, so much physicality here in our main event this week on Impact. Back and forth. Rosemary, Taya Valkyrie. Answers with a right of her own, now goes in. Rosemary blocks that, kicks to the head.
Still on her feet.
Taya Valkyrie returns the favor. Follows up with more kicks.
Japanese strong style.
Taya Valkyrie celebrating. Not so fast.
The Demon Assassin rises.
Rosemary up to her feet. Taya Valkyrie doesn't know what to think. Rosemary now going for the
Red Wedding looking to put her away. Northern.
Great counter. Taya Valkyrie able to flip over now. Oh, and what a stomp to Rosemary. That's gonna do it. Wow, what a victory.
Here is your winner, Taya Valkyrie.
What a epic epic battle between Taya Valkyrie and Rosemary here in our main event. Back and forth, very evenly matched, very tough knockouts going at it, but in the end it was Taya Valkyrie able to keep that momentum, deliver that double stomp, and gain the pin on Rosemary.
It was a match that you didn't want to see end. Just an incredible encounter, a collision. I don't think, here we go.
We're not done yet.
Looking for a road to Valhalla.
Taya Valkyrie wants to put the exclamation point on the end of this victory. Not so fast. Rosemary responds and missed Taya Valkyrie right in the face. Rosemary did not win the match, but may have won the war here tonight.
That's retribution. That's missed to the face.
Let the Hive hear us! Taya! We seem to have a knack for making each other see red, don't we? But at Bound for Glory, we require a different shade of red. The Hivelings demand blood! And we will paint the impact zone with yours! Bloody Mary! Bloody Mary! Bloody Mary!
What on earth is Rosemary challenging Taya Valkyrie to at Bound for Glory?
I don't think we want to find out.
Rosemary sees red and challenges Taya Valkyrie to a match at Bound for Glory.